Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we're squishing up a really lovely and fun Gentle Clay facial cleansing bar. This cleansing bar fulfills a request that I've had quite a lot of, which is to make a solid Syndet bar that uses only Sodium Cocoyl Isethionate as the solid surfactant. Now, something you should know about Sodium Cocoyl Isethionate is that its maximum allowable usage rate in rinse-off products is 49.87%. Usually, when we're making a solid Syndet bar, we want about 80% solid surfactants, kind of give or take. Obviously, there's some variation depending on the formulation, but it's usually going to be more than that 49.87%. And so if we're looking at having more than that, then obviously we need to introduce a second different solid surfactant to kind of get us up into that realm past the 49.87% mark. In this formulation, instead of using a secondary solid surfactant, I'm using cornstarch. This is an idea I got from a Colonial Chem sample formulation for a shampoo bar that I found that used about 25% cornstarch. I thought that was really cool and worth a try, and so I started experimenting with it, and out of those experiments was born this cleansing bar. The inclusion of a good amount of cornstarch allows us to still create a thing that is solid and lovely, but allows us to just have one surfactant, and also makes for a slightly gentler product simply because it's lowering the active surfactant matter of the end product. Cornstarch, of course, does not have an active surfactant matter because it is not a surfactant, so it serves to dilute the surfactant and sort of make the overall product a bit gentler. I've also included some white kaolin clay, so our powdery ingredients are the solid surfactant, cornstarch, and some white kaolin clay. We then wet that with some wet things to create a dough. Our wet things are a combination of two surfactants, so we have amphoteric Cocamidopropyl Betaine and non-ionic Caprylyl and Capryl glucoside. Then there is some liquid oil. I chose jojoba oil, but you could choose something else that you have or love, and then a titch of our preservative, which is liquid Germall Plus. We'll mix all that together. You'll want a pair of nitrile gloves to really just and then you'll end up with a stiff dough, and you can press the dough, which is what I do. I'm using the bath bomb press, and it beautiful, but you can also just like hand mold it like you would with some Play-Doh and kind of make it into whatever shape you want, or like press it into a mold of your choosing. The finished bar is really lovely. You'll want to give it a few days to dry out before you use it, but you can also use it to, wash your hands or even try it as a shampoo and see what you think. Before we dive into making these bars, you are going to notice a couple new things about this video. The first is dual camera angles. So thanks to my amazing patrons, I was able to invest in a second camera for filming, which really shines in this project because it allows me to have both a front-on and a top-down view of the pressing process, so you can really see how it all happens. So thank you so much to my amazing patrons for all your support, for helping me continue to be better. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to learn more about becoming a patron, I will link to that in the description box below. You'll also see me wearing a cute Humblebee and Me branded apron. That was a gift from the folks over at Rush Order Tees, so thank you so much for that. It's really kind of cool. I feel very professional having a branded apron. I think that's about it. If you'd like to learn more about this formulation, please make sure you are reading the full blog post linked in the description box below. There's always a lot more information down there, information about substitutions, scaling, incorporating an essential oil or fragrance, all kinds of things. But come on, let's get started. So these are all of our ingredients. These are our dry powdered ingredients, and these are our liquid ingredients. So we'll begin by stirring together the powdered ingredients and then working in the liquid ingredients in order to create a dough. I am going to be wearing a dust mask though, so I'll just kind of walk you through everything now. You can still hear me. So 34.3 grams finely powdered sodium cocoyl isethionate, 10.5 grams cornstarch, 6.58 grams white kaolin clay, 3.57 grams jojoba oil, 7 grams Cocamidopropyl Betaine, 7.7 grams Caprylyl and Capryl glucoside, and 0.35 grams liquid Germall Plus. So now I'm going to put on my beautiful dust mask here and start smushing. So once you have a dough rather than kind of a powdery, floaty concoction, you can take your dust mask off since everything is thoroughly wetted out. So yeah, you can see that this is a very dough-like consistency. So if you don't have a press, you can absolutely hand shape this into whatever you want, you know, some sort of blob that will be conducive to using it for face washing. And you could also press it into a different mold, like a silicone mold or even a measuring cup will do the trick. You can see that it is more interested in sticking to itself. I can use this to kind of pick up any bits that fell on the countertop. Obviously, you want to make sure your countertop is clean for a multitude of reasons when you're doing this. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of pull together a nice cohesive blob here, and then we are going to press it. So to press the facial cleansing bar, we are going to be using the bath bomb press here. And I have the square mold. So I've lined the mold here with some parchment paper that has been cut to size. Make sure that you're putting the pencil marked side down, because if you don't, you will get pencil mark transfers on your bar. Just assemble that there. So over here, we already have the stampy part attached to the bath bomb press. And so now we're going to get this blob of dough in here. I find it's fairly helpful to get it kind of quasi close because it is quite stiff. Kind of pop that in there, press it down. And then grab our second piece of parchment paper, and again, make sure that the pencil tracing side is facing up so that you don't end up with pencil lines on your final bar. Pop that in there, and here we go. And then one finger on the safety switch over here and up here, and here we go. Take this and flip it upside down, take the bottom of the mold off, and then press through here to push the bar up and out. Gently, there we go. Now we can peel the parchment paper off. And really now all that is left is to leave the bar to dry out. And for a bit of a use demo, here's a bar I made a while ago and have been using. You can see that it's really nice and firm. Yeah, so let's check out that lather. As you can see, it's a really lovely lather, creamy, rich, just feels absolutely gorgeous, and then rinses off the skin really, really nicely. And there you go. So we just made a really lovely, gentle facial clay cleansing bar. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and please make sure you are reading the full partner blog post. It's linked in the description box below. There you'll find information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, pH, and a whole lot more. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.